systems and accelerated aging, that every doctor should prescribe non-GMO foods to their patients. On the other side, Pamela Ronald, PhD, professor of plant pathology at the University of California, Davis, says there hasn't been a single instance of harm to human health or the environment using GMO crops. So once again, we don't have a definite answer. Here's what Monsanto says. There's no need in testing or value in testing the safety of GM foods in humans. So long as the introduced protein is determined safe from GMO crops, determined to be substantially equivalent, is not expected to pose any health risks. Further, it's impossible to determine a long-term safety test in humans. I like that last line. It's impossible to determine a long-term safety test in humans. Really? I wonder who made that statement. We can't determine the safety in humans? I think all that means is they haven't. I truly believe they don't know. A number of doctors or researchers on both sides say they don't know exactly the long-term effects these will have on humans, and the other side says there are no effects. Again, personally, I believe they don't know. These began in 1996. How could they know the long-term effects? So now, what we have is not only our medical system prescribing drugs when they don't have an answer, we have the food industry doing the same. We're treated like human guinea pigs, and it will stay this way until someone can prove or disprove that something is very wrong with what's going on. The last thing I want to comment on is labeling. A poll shows that 80% of people wouldn't eat GMOs if they knew they were in the food. So I present the question, why wouldn't these billion-dollar companies spend more time, resources, and money on us, the consumer, to educate us on their beliefs and that there's nothing wrong with these GMOs? For them not to have to label foods, for these companies not to let us know what's in our food or what we're buying is outrageous to me. Why we shouldn't have the right to know what's in our food is beyond me. And I'm not talking about a researcher, a scientist, or a doctor. I'm talking about the average person, a parent that has the responsibility of a child. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know how it'll end up. But let's say all the claims are true, and they themselves don't know the long-term effects. What happens in 20, 30 years when we find out all the increasing consumption of GMOs are harmful? What should we expect? One giant "I'm sorry" for ruined, unhealthy lives? My goal here isn't exactly to give you my opinion, although I'm sure it sounds like that. It was to give you knowledge and help you understand, maybe open your eyes on what's going on, and encourage you to do your own research and come up with your own conclusions. Once you do a little research on your own, you'll find out GMOs are in just about everything we consume. A nice little resource I found when I was doing some research is called non-GMOshoppingguide.com. You might want to check that out. And for more information, I've posted a bunch of research I've done myself on my Trueform Facebook page, along with my website, trueformlife.com. So check it out, do some research, and come up with your own conclusion.
Trueform Life.
That's all we have for you this evening. As always, I'm your host, Trueform's Drew Taddia, fitness expert. Be sure to tune in next week for some more health and fitness tips. In health and fitness for a better world. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Exploring Mind and Body with Trueform's Drew Taddia, fitness expert. For more on Trueform's Drew Taddia, visit trueformlife.com. Exploring Mind and Body with Trueform Life's Drew Taddia would not be possible without the help of GDK Gravel and Sand. GDK Gravel and Sand, now offering all products in 1/2 and 1 yard bags. Give them a call today for more information. 1-877-335-2091.